Hi, I'm Kerry Lord from TOFT. This video forms part of a series to accompany the Edwards Crochet kits, patterns and books. In this video I'll show you how to crochet the wings on the brand new Ed's Diaper project, Uzziah the Flying Draco. So when you're crocheting this pattern, you're going to be starting at the tip of his tail, and it's a very long tail, so you're going to be crocheting all the way along the tail and then the body and the head in one piece. You'll need to finish all four limbs and the tail head piece before you then put the wings on. You'll need to stuff them and sew it up, and then we'll be putting the wings on at the end. And in this design, the wings, what makes them a little bit different to other ones that I've done is the fact that we're going to be starting from the armpit here and working out backwards and forwards along the length of the body, but we're not actually going to be attaching it to the front leg on this one. So we've got one edge that's not attached to anything. So it's a slightly different way to you might have done before with the bats, or say the sugar glider or the pterodactyl. We're not going to be attaching the front line of the wing. So I'm actually going to swap up to a chunky yarn for this next bit, just so I can show you the stitches really, really clearly. Then I'll swap back to the double knit one to show you afterwards. So I've got a volunteer lion here, Rufus the lion, and he's going to be getting some wings today. Well, one wing on one side, just so that I can show you really clearly the technique that I'm doing, and you can see all those stitches. So ignore what he is. What you'll be doing is attaching at this point beneath the front leg on your actual Draco. So you'll be attaching there, slip stitching on just beneath the leg. Right, so the first instruction says to slip stitch into position beneath the front leg. So take your yarn, put it through the body of the lizard, and then yarn over. Then you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch back into the body. So we're going to go back in here. Then your next instruction is to double crochet 3 into the hole between the body and the chain. So in here we're going to double crochet 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to turn. So turn your work, and then double crochet 3 back along the top of those stitches. So let's go in these double crochet stitches here. 1, 2, and the third one, 3, and then slip stitch into the next stitch of the body. So your wing is going to be running between your front leg and your back leg, which is down here. And so all you're going to do is slip stitch around the stitch in the row next from where you were. So put your hook in and slip stitch in, then turn again. So turn your work back round the other way. And this time we're going to increase. So we need the wing to get bigger from the armpit outwards, because it's going to grow diagonally outwards. So I've turned again, and this line of instruction is to double crochet 2 into the next stitch, then double crochet 1, and then double crochet 2 into the following stitch. So we've got 3 stitches to play with. So we're going to go in here and double crochet 1, 2, then 1, and then double crochet 2 into this third one, 1, 2. And the next instruction says to turn again first, and then we're going to double crochet back down these stitches, so back down these 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we slip stitch into the body again. So again, hold that line, draw that line to your leg, go down and in around a row and slip stitch in, then turn back upon yourself, and you're going to do the same thing again. So your next line of instruction would be to double crochet 2 into the next stitch, then to double crochet 3, then to double crochet 2 into the last stitch. So we're increasing again on this round. So we're going to double crochet 2 into here. Second row. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then do 2 increases, then increase in the last one again, so 2 double crochets in your last stitch, 1, 2. So now we'll be turning again and working back down those stitches. It's a little bit easier to turn your work when it's a small flying Draco rather than this giant lion. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to double crochet back down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you're going to be slip stitching in again, exactly the same as before. Draw that line between the body, across the body between the legs. Put your hook in and slip stitch into position. And that's what you continue to do for the whole wing. So that's how it's growing. It's growing every other row by 2 stitches, and that's the pattern you follow. So you're going out doing your increasing and coming back in, doing all your normal double crochets and then going into the body, and you see how you continue for the full length, and it'll attach itself, track down the body here, and it'll be loose. Then what you're going to do at the very end, if I swap back now to the double knit size one, so you're doing exactly what we were doing there, growing out, adding 2 in every other round. You've got a row of trebles on the end just to finish that off nicely. You're then going to track and just double crochet across the top line, which will just neaten that up for you so you get a nice neat edge on the top. And all I've done is slip stitch that final stitch of the wing onto the hand there so that it sits up in an open position once you've finished. So it is quite easy. It'll take a little bit getting used to if you're used to going round and round and round because you are moving backwards and forwards. But putting that increasing in causes it just to shoot out in a diagonal way from that armpit, starting with the 3 stitches.